Hey, Will, after last night, how important was it to bounce back and get the both points tonight?
It's huge. You want to try to win every game here at the end. There's teams try to catch up, so to get a win here tonight was huge.
Our next question tonight comes from Brian Blessing with the Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Hey, William, the first 40 minutes specifically, the transition game seemed to be really working, turning defense into offense.
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially that first period, we were really on top of it. You saw the second goal too in the second transition. It moved quick and, got rewarded for it.
Next, we'll go to Alan Snell from LV Sports Biz.
Hey, William, you guys are 7-0 in overtime this year. Not too shabby. How do you explain that?
Yeah, I don't know. We're very hungry to score that goal, I guess, in overtime. And it was, really nice to see a man advantage pay off tonight.
We'll take two more questions for Will. Next, we go to Justin Emerson, the Las Vegas Sun.
Hey, well, when you guys have a lead in the third period, most of the time it doesn't typically get to overtime. I'm curious kind of maybe what happened there, if there was a little bit too much overconfidence with the 2-goal lead, getting a little too comfortable, or if maybe something else, or what you saw there in the third.
I wouldn't say that. I got to give them credit for coming back. It was an even game, and they managed to, get a goal, and then obviously they capitalized on their power play. So I think they should get credit for battling back.
Final question tonight for William Carlson. We'll go back to Ben Goetz, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hey, Will, it sounded like you guys had a lot of fans in the building tonight. Just how much could you notice that from the bench?
I mean, every time we come in here in Arizona, it's like a home game. So it's very noticeable.
Will, appreciate the time.
Thank you, guys.
Marc-Andre, congratulations on the milestone again. I was just curious, on a night Ryan Miller's 40 years old, and it was his final game with the Ducks, their home game, and they had a moment for him. He's got 390 career wins, and he's calling it a career. You're showing no signs of slowing down. Have you even given it a second thought in terms of how much longer you want to do this and think you can do this?
I have. I know it's coming, right? I've been lucky to be playing for a long time, and I don't know. It's tough to say, right? I think I always thought, if I still have fun and still feel I can follow the game and help my team, and not be a burden, right? And I still like doing it. I don't know what else I can do in life that will bring me the same satisfaction as playing hockey and winning games, and I've talked with a lot of players I've played with that are retired, and I would say, 95% of them always told me just to play as long as I can and enjoy it.
Next question tonight goes to Ben Goetz, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hey, Marc-Andre, as you keep climbing the all-time leaderboard, I guess, are you able to enjoy it in the middle of the season, or is it hard to kind of stop and reflect while games are still going on?
I don't know. There won't be a party or something like that, but it's still a bit surreal, I think, to have my name there with these guys, and maybe one day I'll sit down and think about it and reflect on my career, but I don't know. For now, it's a good win. It's intense, and it's felt good to get that win tonight.
Next question tonight goes to Alan Snell, LV Sports Biz.
Hi, Flower. Congratulations on win 489. I believe a couple of weeks ago you notched an assist against Anaheim. And my question for you is, when will you be scoring your goal this year?
Oh, geez. I've been thinking about it, but all my career, actually. I've tried a few times, but I came close a few times, but I don't know. I haven't got one yet, and I hope I can at some point, right? That'd be pretty cool. But I think it needs to be the right timing too. I don't want to, miss a shot. I'll get my shot blocked and then they scored and then it's a tie game, right? So you got to be smart about it too.
Next, we'll go to David Shane, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hi, Marc-Andre. I know they got a couple in the third period, but I was wondering about the save on Kessel on the breakaway. You seemed pretty happy with that one afterward, yeah?
Oh, geez. I haven't faced him so much in practice. And I know Phil's got a great shot, and I've seen him score a bunch on a shot on a breakaway, right? So I was very patient for that shot that never came, right? And when he deked, I thought I was in trouble. But I don't know if you just lost the puck, if I got a piece, but I was just happy he didn't score.
Last question for Marc-Andre Fleury comes from Brian Blessing with the Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Hey, Marc-Andre, just on the big picture again, all the remarkable things you've done in your career, where would you gauge where you are right now? Are you playing as well as you have at any moment of your career, or maybe where do you stack up right now with all the things you've accomplished?
Like I said before, I've been very fortunate, to stay healthy and be able to play a lot of games, like great moments, throughout my career, and some tough one too. But this season it's been a lot of fun. I think we have a great team, and having a great team always makes the goalie look better, right? And I know it's been a lot of fun, and like I said, just trying to enjoy it and see what that takes us.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you. Can I say just congrats to Ryan Miller too for an amazing career. We had a lot of good battles when he was in Buffalo, and I really respect him a lot as a goalie and a person. Thank you.
Ben.
Hi, Pete. After last night, how important was it to bounce back and finish with both points tonight?
Yeah, critical, obviously, for the standings. More importantly was get our game back, and I thought we did that. I mean, if we hadn't gotten the 2 points, we would have been disappointed, but I was really happy to see us get our game back, starting in the first period and get back to playing the way we're capable of playing.
Next question tonight comes from Justin Emerson, Las Vegas Sun.
Hey, Pete, I wanted to ask about the second game of a back-to-back. You guys have won, I think, 7 of 8, gotten points in all of them. Is there anything, is it a mentality? Is it a physical aspect of it that has allowed you guys to kind of just come right back out the next night and pick up a win?
Guy in there on those back-to-backs at the most important position, I think is probably the biggest factor. Yes, we have depth and we have the ability to play 4 lines, and we have great leadership, and the guys know the importance and all that. But I think the top factor on that list has to be the fact we have 2 goaltenders like we do.
Next, we'll go to Christopher Chapman from Fox Sports Las Vegas.
Christopher.
Hi, Pete. You've coached, obviously now Marc-Andre Fleury, but you also coached Martin Brodeur. So what is it about guys like that where they're just able to not only just have amazing, long, lengthy careers, but takes them to another level, I guess?
Yeah, I think, all the great players that I've had that have played into their late 30s and 40s, and I would put Brodeur on that list. I also have had Yager, I've had Joe Thornton. For me, it's a love of the game. They love everything about the game, and otherwise you wouldn't do it. At that point in all those guys' careers, it's not about money or anything else. They've been, on the road and in different cities for going on 20 plus years. At that point, you have to love the game, and you have to love everything about the game, the practicing, the working out, the preparation, the road. That's what separates those guys.
Next question tonight goes to Brian Blessing, Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Hey, Brian.
Well, Pete, third period, Haig with the retaliation. They always nab the guy that retaliates. Marchessault with the slash. The playoffs are right around the corner. A teaching moment about how important discipline is going to be coming up shortly. I mean, it is all the time, but certainly in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's always teaching moments. Having said that, I think we've been a really disciplined team this year, and I think the statistics show that. So I don't think it's an issue, but it's always a reminder, especially when the other team makes you pay for it at that point, and you'd rather be reminded about that now than 2 weeks from now.
Time for a couple more here with Pete. Next, we'll go to Ken Bulkey, Sinbin.Vegas.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, Pete. We didn't see Max out there in the third period. I'm just wondering, did he leave with an injury, and do you have an update on it?
He did leave with an injury. I don't have an update. We're going to have him looked at and hopefully have something for you guys tomorrow.
Last question for Pete goes to Alan Snell, LV Sports Bids.
Alan.
Hi, Pete. The team is 7 for 7, batting 1,000 in the overtime sessions this season. I was wondering, how would you account for that?
Well, I wish I could tell you, it had anything to do with coaching. It doesn't. We don't practice it. We haven't had the opportunity because of the lack of practices to work on, shootouts or overtime very much, if at all. I think we have a group with a real belief system in how to win games. And, I've had teams that have been the other way where, my first year coaching in the NHL, I think we were 0 for 10 in shootouts and overtime, and it cost us a playoff spot. So, I think when you have that ability, they're critical points. As you can see, we wouldn't be where we are in the standings without them. And it's nice that our group has that confidence.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you.
Hey, Jonathan. After missing your first game of the season yesterday, how did it feel to hop back in the lineup and score the game-winning goal?
Yeah, I felt great. Obviously, it was unfortunate that I couldn't play yesterday. But at that time of the year, I think we got to be smart and heal our little boo-boos for the upcoming playoffs. So I was just trying to be smart, and I felt pretty good this morning. And there's no reason for me to not play.
We'll pause a moment for a few more questions to come through for Jonathan. Next, we'll go to David Shane with the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hi, John. Can you take us through the goal a little bit, and more so just you and Pietrangelo seem to kind of switch spots on there? Are you more comfortable in that left circle? Did you get stuck up top, or just kind of all part of the plan, or improvised there?
Hey, John, did that question come through from David?
Negative.
David, go ahead and repeat that question.
Negative. Nice. I was just asking about the power play goal. You and Pietrangelo seem to kind of switch spots. Was that just something improvised, or are you maybe more so comfortable in that left wing circle?
No, we kind of had a timeout there, and we had kind of a set play. I think the first play that I executed was not necessarily the best play. And after, we wanted to get back in our position and just play hockey, and just were able to execute there.
Next, we'll go to Ben Goetz, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hey, Jonathan, it seemed like you guys had a lot of fans in the building tonight. Just how much did you notice the fact that some people traveled for this one?
Yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, it was quite a lot of fans in the stands tonight. It was probably the most we had all year, and it was great. Honestly, I mean, we've noticed at the hotel that obviously we have a lot of fans in Arizona right now, but the atmosphere was great. It was a good game. I thought we let Arizona come back in the game there. We get a little bit undisciplined by the end, but I mean, good teams find a way to win, and we find a way to win tonight.
Time for a few more tonight. Next, we go to Justin Emerson, Las Vegas Sun.
Hey, John, you took that penalty in the third period. So for you to be the one to win it, did that make you feel good at all, or is that not something you really think about?
Yeah, I was. I didn't want to take a penalty there at the end. I was kind of like going for the puck, and Kraus kind of came against the grain there, and I got him right on the wrist. I mean, it was an easy call for the ref. Like, I didn't complain that one at all. I didn't want to take a penalty, especially at that time of the game, and with the momentum on their side. But our PK came strong, got a big kill, and obviously it felt pretty good to get on the board tonight.
Next, we'll go to Brian Blessing, Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Jonathan off to Minnesota, and they've had good success against this team. They're not going quietly into the night. Good to make a little statement here, getting ready for the postseason. You may bump into them down the road.
Yeah, obviously they've been great all year, and we've been struggling against them. I think they have 4 wins out of 6. So we just have to do what they did last time when they came to Vegas. We got to take one game at a time. Nothing too flashy, just play a good, honest road game. Great effort from everybody, and yeah, it's going to be a good game. I think they're a really good team. They're going to make the playoffs, and we could see them in the playoffs. So it's on us to make sure we play the right way here.
Next, we'll go to Christopher Chapman from Fox Sports Las Vegas.
Yeah, hi, Jonathan. I think you played with Roberto Luongo for at least one season. Now him and Marc-Andre are tied third all-time in wins. I'm just curious what you notice about guys like that are just able to elevate their game to such a high level and play so late into their career, or have very lengthy careers.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly, those are probably 2 of the guys that I've witnessed that are most impressive player I played with. I mean, they're Hall of Famers. I remember Lou was a really good teammate. He wanted to battle every night. I mean, to be out there I think he finished at 38 or 39 years old. It was quite remarkable that how much he wanted to win still, and he wanted to start games, and it was awesome. And I kind of see the same thing off Flower. I mean, Flower gets in practice, and he's the hardest working guy out there again. So it's quite impressive. I mean, I was lucky enough to see them both in the career and be part of their journey, and it's quite amazing to see. Two French guys made it that far, and it's amazing, and hopefully the dude can keep on going.
John, thanks for the time tonight.
Thank you.
That'll conclude the team's post-game media availability. We'll send out the recordings in just a bit. Thanks, everyone.